talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is, when will Tommy meet Kane? When it comes down to it, two characters that seem very similar in some ways and seem like they would get along with one another is Tommy and Kane, but they've been keeping these two separated off screen. Now, don't get it twisted. Tommy is aware of Monet more than anybody in the rest of the Tejada family. I'm pretty sure he's done his research on them and studied them, and he must be aware of Kane to some degree. I don't think he's aware of the relationship that Kane and Tariq have with one another, but what would it be like when Tommy and Kane meet one another? Personality-wise, Tommy and Kane seem like they would get along with one another, like they can chill, they can hang out, they'll be on the same type of time. But if Tommy sees how Kane treats Tariq, and if he learns of how Kane has always tried to set Tariq up and damn near got him killed, put in prison and everything, Tommy really wouldn't like Kane like that. It might be on some shit where he's like, I'm cool with you, but I'll fucking kill you. And Kane would probably be on the same type of time, and like, he's cool with Tommy, but then he's going to realize that Tommy is Tariq's uncle, damn near the father figure in his life that's there, and he's going to have Tariq's back. He's not Braden. Braden is a rich boy who turned hood. Tommy always been hood. And so when it comes down to it, when it comes to Kane and Tommy meeting one another, I think these two characters would definitely get along with one another. I think these two characters would work with one another very well. They'll do business very well. But I think Kane would be very cautious to Tommy in comparison to anybody else, the same way that I think that Tommy would always keep his eye on Kane, not trusting him at the end of the day, and be willing to take his ass out if he has to. So when it comes down to it, I think that definitely is something that could definitely happen. So basically, when it comes down to it, yes, these two will work together. And this is only if Kane somehow ends up in Power, the new spinoff with Tommy and Tariq. I personally think Kane should have his own show. I think he should be off doing his own thing. I think that's another successful spinoff that could very much happen and get us back into the 3 spinoff rotation. And what I mean by that is that, if you can remember, Power was originally supposed to have 4 spinoffs, and those 4 spinoffs were originally Book 2, Ghost, Book 3, Raising Kanan, Book 4, Influence, which was the Tate show, and Book 5, Force. Force eventually became Book 4, and Influence became Book 5, but it never happened. If anything, if you're looking for Book 5 Influence, Book 5 ended up in Book 2 with Tate's story taking place alongside Tariq. So when it comes down to it, basically, I think if we're continuing the routine of spinoffs in terms of 3, then that means that Origins is replacing Raising Kanan as the prequel story. The Tommy and Tariq show is replacing Book 2 Ghost as like the mainline show of what's going on currently. And I would say a Kane spinoff would be replacing Force, which is a story about a character who pretty much was like the secondary character alongside Braden in Book 2 Ghost. And he's replacing Tommy as the standalone, doing his own show. And so it's like they're going to try Force again, but this time with Kane. And so that's just a prediction that's not factual. The only confirmed spinoffs we got is Origins, the Tommy and Tariq show, which was recently confirmed, but I always knew it was coming along, and Kane, because Kane makes the most sense. So when it comes down to it, I want to say we still got to have Kane encountering Tommy. Now, them encountering one another seems as though it would most likely happen in the Force crossover whenever Tariq and them shows up, because you don't know who Tariq's bringing with him, but it's obvious Braden is coming. I've seen Diana around the set during the filming. It doesn't mean she's in it. She could be there. Effie has to be there, and I want to say Kane definitely has to be there. With Kane being on the run, it would be easy for him to show up in Chicago. And so there's high anticipation for a Tommy and Braden encounter, because we never had that before. But there's also some anticipation for a Kane and Tommy encounter, because we've never had that before either. So when it comes down to it, I would say that when these two do encounter one another, it's going to be a lot of feeling. It's going to be some form of respect, but then it's going to be some form of, I don't like you, you don't like me, I'll kill you. And it'll be going on like that between those two. So I think they'll work great together, but because of the connections to Tariq, they might not really get along. And I'm just being honest with you guys. But I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy, Bobby Beats here. Just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And, oh.